This is the command, Acts chapter 13 verse 47. This is the command that the Lord has given us. I have made you a light to the Gentiles, so that the world may be saved. And this is what we've gone to. And so I say, this is the emphasis of the gospel commission that Christ gave before his ascension to heaven, as found in Matthew 28. And so my dear colleagues, we are the light shining in the darkness of this world, so that people can be saved. But the question is, do you have light in you? Have we shined that light in Waltham? Have we shined it in Baltimore, in Benedica, in Winthrop, in Medford, in Framingham? Name it! You know, some of you, I don't know whether when you are landing here in Massachusetts, you had some knowledge of where you would live. Did you come knowing you would be in Framingham? You see? But I think somehow, the logistics and modalities, you understand, found you settling somewhere. Is that it? And you found you were in Uber, and John is Framingham, John is where. But you know, God doesn't place us wherever, he places us by mistake. There is also some providence along with it. And what are you doing to fulfill that providence, that God has stationed you there in that particular village as a Seventh-day Adventist on that, because, you know, these houses, I don't know, I heard they call it condominium, then I have apartments. You know, there are those houses you enter through a gate and there are so many in one building. I don't know whether you have interactions, I don't know. But you know, wherever God has put you for a purpose. Even you children in the school, don't just eating burgers only. You know, I told those who are cooking for us, and why don't I eat a burger and then go back to Uganda and explain what it is? A burger. I should eat only my talk. I should eat some of these things so that my skin improves, that when my wife looks at me, she will say, you have been to the US. But if my skin complexion goes and it still is like I came, he said, hey, even in America things are like if they're in Uganda. Now, that is a point finished. I want to move very quickly. They say here I should finish by around 1:30, and I should finish very quickly. Now, I think let me leave those verses. Have we strategically positioned our lampstands and impacted people? Because according to Matthew 5:14-16, it says you are like light for the whole world. Or in other words, if I could contextualize this, you are the light of Massachusetts. Is that okay? Yes. You address Uganda, wherever you are living, you are the light of that particular settlement. Did you understand that you are alive there? Or you just know I'm just the darkness there? Now, and Matthew says, a city built on a hill cannot be hidden. And no one lights a lamp and puts it under a bowl. Instead, he puts it on the lampstand where it gives light for everyone in the house. I think that the Bible tells us how light should be positioned in the house. You understand? It should be up. The bulb should be up. You are just lucky that here, all the time I have been in the US, I have never experienced the darkness that the lights have gone out. Does it happen sometimes? Yeah. Does it happen? One in a blue moon, because I'm from here, I've never experienced it. And I've been saying, when did we ever see darkness that the lights have gone out? What do? They have some lab because for us in Uganda, because that's a radio phenomenon. We are already around. When you remember us, and then do what? Put it on a stand so that it will light the whole room, and that signifies conspicuity. In other words, the writing here tells us that as Seventh-day Adventists, as Christians who have the light, we need to mind about the conspicuity of our light so that it is positioned in a position that it will light. Yes. And so positioning here is important. problem in this church is that marketing is a problem. They have not studied the good marketing, but the Bible talks about it. Like I always challenge young people, if you are looking for someone to be married to, it means that now you are on the market. Sure. So the way you laugh, the way you look, the way you dress, either puts you on the market or everybody says, that is not a good product to buy. I've seen some girls of a marriageable age, but the way they facial demeanor, I have been forced to say, hey, why can't you look proper? So who will pick you up when you are looking like a lion? You must put your facial demeanor in such a way that it is marketable.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
You must dress in such a way, you're waiting, that somebody can be inspired and say, whoa, who is that one?
Yes.
Marketing. I think you've got that. It applies on both ends. Like my brother in the corner is very well positioned. If you say today that you want a girl to marry, I am telling you 10 applications will come your way. You know, I've studied the psychology of women and family relationships. I don't know what is the problem, but that's the way women think. Short women or short girls will always like tall specimens. I have asked them what is the real rationale. I don't know whether the genes, when you produce children, they'll be happening. I don't know whether the genetics work like that. But tall specimens like him, you are on the market, my brother. The day you saw it, for us who are short, God just helped us. They picked us very fast before the world was educated. But marketing applies to us as individuals. Even now, the way I've preached, you either give me another sermon or you seal me off and say, that man can't come. You never come here. You understand? Yes. But in terms of marketing the gospel, the Bible says, let's put the lampstand where? And so what is my important emphasis there is that, dear brothers and sisters, we need to increase the conspicuity of our church as a marketing strategy to enable us to market our gospel to reach the multitudes wherever they are. And think about that very seriously as Waltham Church. You need to strategize the conspicuity and marketing strategy of Seventh-day Adventism within this region. Yeah? Yes. Sure. That is very important. We need congregations of both heterogeneous, like this one, and the homogeneous nature. And so, my dear friends, you as a church here needs to carry out more outreach initiatives in addition to what Ugama has done here in Waltham. I think this has just been a trigger. Yes. A what? A trigger. The Ugandan American Adventist Association simply gave us invitation to reach out to the Ugandan American is in Boston. But that's not the only niche we need to capture. Yes. That's not. There are other niches that have been left out, but which we are mandated to reach. Yes. I want you to call me one day and say, Pastor, come and now you're going to preach. This time I'm preaching in English.
Yes.
I'll preach that. And then preach the Filipinos, preach the Haitians, the Finland, the French, the British, the Spanish.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Sure. And that should be your next strategy. Yes. Because God has mandated us to preach to all nations and all tongues and all kindreds and all people. If we cannot do it one time, this time the Nachigandas. But we want the other side of the story. Yes. So please organize that. Called me to teach family life to those ones. They're equally important before God. And they need the same message. And so, my dear friends, what am I saying? Uganda has its own initiative which has started, which it probably will also continue in other states. But I think you as a local church needs to have your own local strategy of evangelism. Because the church manual mandates a local church that has the church board. When you read the new church manual, which I have just got, it actually mandates that in a quarter there should even be a church board, not on any other issues, but simply putting focus on evangelism. Witnessing. Did you hear that? I am just simply giving you advice as a pastor. We need to grow ministry and preach and plant churches as many as we can. And so, my dear friends, we need to plant those of a homogeneous and heterogeneous nature. I am not teaching church growth here, but you understand that, so that all kinds of people in the socio-economic strata of the society here can be reached and ministered to. But as we plan to do that, we should be aware that our lifestyle impacts greatly on our outreach and endeavors. Because Matthew 5:16 has this to say, that in the same way, let your light shine before people, so that they will see the good things you do and praise your Father in heaven. Here in context, the light in you can only be seen and validated